2, 1, go.
Hello everybody and welcome back. This is Barosh alongside Sayle, bringing you set 2 of Team 8 versus Woonjin. We're going to have Zero versus Baby, and this is going to be a really evenly matched match. That could have been worded better, but this is like both these guys are like right up there. Like they're some of the A-class players that both have exhibited a lot of talent. Zero's been around a little bit longer than Baby, but both of these guys are really good and have shown some inspirational games, beating the top class of player. And any one of them could have a breakout season this season, although neither of them are really so far. But man, this could be a great season for both of them, especially on Team 8. Like, Baby has the chance to make himself the second ace because C's been lagging behind so much.
Indeed. Man, I mean, Zero has always been one of my favorite players. I love his queen usage. And he's a cutie, so I'm always rooting for him. And some people are saying no sound. Nope, I see sound. Or rather, I see volume things. Hopefully things are fine. Let me just turn this thing up a bit, though.
No game sound? Is that what they're saying?
I don't know. I do have it on though. It's just like quiet, so it doesn't cover us up. Anyway, we'll ignore those people. Set 2 is going to be on chain reaction, it seems. And as you can see, we don't have many stats. It looks like PBZ has been played a lot more than the other matchups.
Yeah, this is like, there's kind of a consensus that this is a terrible map for Terrans. We've seen like 10 PvPs on this map and only 1 Terran versus Terran. So it's just like, and that was actually Baby. So maybe Baby specializes on this map. I remember that was last versus Baby. And then I looked up the map stats, and that was the only ever time they played a Terran versus Terran on this map. So maybe it's a Protoss Zerg favored map, but Baby just specializes at it. He practices it all day.
Oh, we have a fun fact from Ket, by the way, which is that Zero is in fact 0-3 on this map. So not his favorite map in the world. But well, he's gonna play on it anyway. It's funny because like, isn't Jaedong like 0-3 on Ground Zero or something like that as well? I don't know. I remember there was another big, good Zerg player that's like keeps getting sent on a map and keeps losing. Anyways, there was Juhoon, looking snazzy as always.
Jaedong is 0-3 on Ground Zero. That's really impressive that you knew that just off the top of your head.
Ah, awesome.
Like a boss.
Oh man, I hope that was actually like before today's matches, and he doesn't actually end up playing on Ground Zero today. Well, actually no, I guess we saw Ground Zero already, so that doesn't happen. But man, that'd be crazy if he's like accidentally spoiled the game from that.
Yeah.
But luckily not. Luckily not. Anyways,
Team Liquid does have a lot of great anti-spoiler options. You can like set the games up to a date that you don't want to be spoiled after.
Wait, what? Really?
You used to be able to do that, can't you still?
If you can, that would be amazing, because I was talking about having like a spoiler-free TLPD.
Maybe that was an add-on to Firefox. I don't know.
Dude, yeah, somebody wrote an add-on for Firefox because I said that, and they like PM'd it to me, but it didn't actually work on all the pages. So like some pages had spoilers and some didn't. It was like,
that's just awkward.
It was like a minefield of spoilers when I tried to use it, so I kind of stopped. Yeah. I don't know. I might go like all out and preload like every possible useful page from TLPD before tomorrow's matches. So like get every single player's stats open and like all the map stats. That'd be pretty cool. Anyway.
Yeah. Oh. So Baby was born in 1994. How old does that make you feel?
4 years older than him.
There's like a couple of these examples of like amazing people who are really great at things that I love that are just like younger than me, and I feel like I have wasted my life. And Baby is one of those people.
Well, I don't know, man. I mean, dude,
there's a couple. Oh, go ahead.
Well, there's just like way too many young prodigies for me to even worry about it anymore. You know, there's like all those 12-year-old kids going to college and whatnot. Like, after you hear that for the 4th time, it's just like, okay, whatever, I'm a failure at life. And I'm never going to be successful. And you just don't worry about it anymore, man. Just accept the fact that you are inferior. You will never be Flash.
Have you ever considered a career in motivational speaking? Because I feel liberated and uplifted right now.
I'm pretty good, man.
Now that the pressure is off and I know I will never amount to anything, man, it's just all roses and daisies from here.
Exactly, exactly. See? That's why I'm always happy, man. Because I've already given up on life. Now, Baby, on the other hand, seems not to have given up on life because he's owning it up in Pro League. And I don't know what we're waiting for either. We're just like chilling. Oh, I should have talked about the. They showed the rankings just now. I guess if we could have talked about that, but I wasn't paying attention. I think Stars is what, like 5th or 6th right now? Maybe? I don't think they're in a playoff position. They're probably like 5th or 6th.
They are 6th.
Okay, excellent.
Only ahead of Air Force Ace and Team 8. So this is like kind of a pride match, like who can stay out of the last spot.
Dude, I think Team 8 would have to win like 3 or 4 matches to get out of last, wouldn't they? They're like last by a lot.
I thought they were only last.
I don't know. Maybe we should like be careful so we don't spoil anything. Like, are you looking at like how recent are your rankings? Like do your rankings include today's matches? Because that would be terrible.
No, I was looking. I actually looked. Oh, the game's actually starting, alright. So it looks like we're going to have 0 as the white Zerg at the right, and our Terran, a very rare to see Terran on Chain Reaction, is going to be Baby over on the left. And the last time we did a cast before Lunar New Year, I looked it up, and I thought it was Air Force Ace at 3 and 7, or Team 8 at 3 and 7, and wait, what am I trying to say? Air Force Ace at 4 and 6 and teammate at 3 and 7. Like, so it's just a 1-game swing. They just need to win and have Air Force Ace lose one, right? That was my most recent.
I mean, I'm looking at this SCV and my brain is filtering out every other thing. Like, I don't even know. I don't know what my name is right now. I don't know where I am. I don't know what the year is. All I see is a proxy barracks in the back of Zero's base. Baby, man, Team 8. Hold on a minute, cause isn't this like how they beat CJ? They just like kept cheesing. They just like, you know, like 10-15 gate into DT rush Lita, and then you just like 10-15 gate Harangi. Oh my God, Team 8, man, I can just imagine Juhoon at like 3 weeks ago. He's like, okay guys, you all are friggin' terrible at this game. So here's what we're gonna do. You're just gonna keep cheesing every single game, and you're gonna have better odds. And look at this, Zero actually scouts to the 12. He actually checks the 12 for proxies. But there are just so many proxy locations on this map that it's like impossible to check everything. Oh my God.
So
oh man, he's 12
hatching.
Standard
12 hatch. Wow, as soon as that finished, he lifted it. So Team 1 base sending out Baby, and it's really brilliant. That's a really good spot for the proxy because it's not a likely drone scouting pattern. It's a completely stupid and random Overlord scouting pattern, and you just float it for. It only takes like 5 seconds to get over that hump. Yeah, we're seeing the first-person cam, and he has no idea. Although he is suspicious because he got into the main and saw absolutely nothing.
Sorry, I just wanted to point out something interesting the Observer was doing just now. They kept highlighting the line of vision that Zero had in his main base, showing that there actually isn't enough space, I think, in the main base. If Baby had tried to lift it into the corner of the main, it would have been speened by the drones mining. That's why Baby actually had to keep it on the outside in that ridge in the back. So it's just like a little interesting fact about the map there. Anyway, the bunker rush is going down now. Zero now knows exactly what's going on. He's pulling, looks like 8 drones to stop this, but the bunker's almost finished. And wow, that's actually a really nice position. Blocking off with 1 SCV, and the bunker also providing a wall. Wow, what an amazing cheese position here. Zero is going to have to cancel that hatchery or lose it. Juhoon is nodding his head. We have successfully cheesed our way to 2-0. Man, he should be. I don't know. I would be ashamed. I would be ashamed to have a team of cheesers, but I guess a win is a win.
Wow, that positioning with the minerals blocking on one side and the minerals, the one SCV on hold position, and the bunker making a full wall. That is just like
It's dirty, man.
there aren't as a Zerg player, there aren't words for how bad that makes you feel. You're just like, why is this happening to me? Like, if you have like a religious deity that you worship, you're like, why have you allowed this to happen to me?
How?
What did I do to deserve this? There's 2 bunkers up in my base. I was just gonna play a standard game. I thought we were friends, Zero. How would you do this to me? I'm not even 18. Isn't this illegal to do to minors? Or no, wait, that's backwards.
No, it's reverse.
Yeah, baby, why would you do this to me? You're an innocent little child. I thought, like, I would buy you ice cream after this if you played a good game, but now I'm not buying you any ice cream.
I'm a little bit surprised though. Baby lost the 2 Marines that were walking around. I don't actually know how that happened because there was an empty bunker like right next to them, and they decided not to go inside it. But very smart, having a bunker in his own mineral lines to defend the counterattack, and that's basically going to be it. Zero's going to have to GG in a second here. He's down to 12 supply against 21. I mean, he's going to take out the leading bunker there, but he's lost his hatchery. I mean, he'll probably try and fight it out a little bit because it'll be difficult for Baby to finish him off with just a few Marines.
The beautiful part about this bunker positioning is you can't take it out realistically. If there's 5 Marines at your disposal, you have 1 on hold position so that the bunker can't be surrounded, and then 4 more, so that it would take so much time for the Zerglings to kill the 1 Marine there. And there's actually 2 Marines held there, so it would take twice as long just to get us around. So you'd only be attacking on a 1 surface, and you're going to see most of these Zerglings are just going to be queuing up. Is it my turn yet? Is it my turn yet? Oh, everybody's dead.
Oh my god.
I guess I'm going to wait for that to burn down, but wow, that actually went exactly how I called it. There was just no chance of surrounding that bunker, and which is why it's such a filthy, awful, terrible feeling when someone has a bunker in such a sweet position. And that barracks is just floating around saying like, hey, you want to leave the game anytime soon? And Baby can do whatever he wants. Apparently he wants to show off his mech play in this game because he's lifted both of his barracks and he's building a factory. So I guess it's going to be tanks that are the killing blow, but realistically it could be anything.
Watch him go 2-port Wraith. Just watch him. Bunker rush into 2-port, man. Oh, these dirty Terrans. I just want to go give Zero a hug right now. I just feel so bad. Especially after watching him try and break that bunker. Oh my, is he going to lose all his lings here as well? I think he's barely going to be able to clean this up, but I feel so sad for Zero. And you see, the barracks saw that like he wasn't even mining gas, so I'm pretty sure Baby is just going to go 2-port. Oh no, he's going to fact. Interesting.
Speaking of 2-port, though, coming up right after this, Woonjin versus Team 8, we are going to be having CJ Entis versus KT Rolster, and the reason this is a good segue is because CJ Entis has Lita, who, if we see him, will almost undoubtedly go 2-port Wraith.
Do you have any idea why those Marines
did he just attack his own bunker for a really long time?
I don't understand. I thought it was because it was blocking something, so he wanted to kill. Actually, maybe it was blocking something, so he started killing it, but then he saw the lings coming, so he stopped. I don't. Was that intentional?
But like, what is so important that it's blocking? Like, it's not. It's helping the SCV's mine. It's not disrupting that. And unless he wanted to make like a vertical comsat station, I don't really understand the mentality there. I think he's just like kind of fiddling around. Like, if he keeps playing this lackadaisically, he could actually let his lead slip away from him. But I seriously doubt that. So we are seeing the 2-hatch lair. This is what I would have done initially. I would have just been like, oh, he killed my natural, time to go for a 1-base lurker drop. Or something like that. Like, the Ling counter is the most expected course of action, so of course he's going to be prepared for that. So this lair should have come a while ago, and there's just no chance. I don't even know why we're still talking about this.
Dude, I loved your use of the word lackadaisical there. That was pretty fantastic.
Let's talk about how good that proxy location was, because the barracks blends in with the temple. You're like hiding behind the temple, and if he sees you building it, you're like,
oh, is he going to trick him through? Wow, so cool, so pimp. Baby, so pimp. Oh my god. Baby man, he's like as pimp as
actually
Poke
stayed in long
Bunny.
enough to teach us something new, and actually a good Zergling block, allowing the Sunken Kami to deal a lot of damage, but unfortunately only trapping one of the two vultures that got through, and that third vulture with speed is going to do maybe infinite damage, maybe kill every single drone if the micro is perfect, and I think it might be.
Dude, you can just tell, man. These guys have just been practicing cheese all week. Juhoon, it's like not even having them play normal games at all anymore. He's like, guys, just think of every cheese you can imagine. Dude, they should have like recruited Shine or something. Seriously. It's like C is actually even more useless now because C like never cheeses. He always just plays straight up. So he's probably just gonna be benched forever now, while Juhoon just tells everybody to keep cheesing.
What I was going to say, though, is the drone scouts, the SCV in the back, building a barracks, and the SCV's like, no, like, Terrans are curious about ancient cultures and stuff, we're just excavating this ancient temple for, like, science. And, like, maybe the Zergs will be down with that. I guess that's what I was going for earlier, but I interrupted my own joke because the vultures got by.
Anyway, I mean, Zero is gonna kind of struggle through, make some mutas. I mean, this is just gonna be like slow, painful death of Zero while Baby shows off all his fancy little tricks on this map.
So how do you feel about Battle Cruiser Valkyrie when you're up this much?
Well, we've already seen Mass +3 Valks, so I guess.
Yeah,
You
and
know.
and you were so impressed by it, you started to like Kanata, so it must be good.
Hey man, wait, now I remember, you're the Kanata hater. No, dude.
No, sorry, you're confusing me with everybody in the Brood War community.
No way, dude. Dude, people love Kanata.
So actually, like, could it be possible that Baby could spend so much time dicking around that he actually allows this game to slip away from him? Because he hasn't, like, he went mech, but then he didn't build a single tank. He's going all Vulture Goliath right now, and like Mass Hydras really isn't that bad against Vulture Goliath.
He's making a second barracks, a third barracks,
Okay.
a fourth barracks. That's okay. So he's actually gone for mech and switching back into bio. Yeah. So he's getting 2 more barracks. He's getting an academy now. He's gonna have 4 barracks, including the proxy one. And this is actually going to be very confusing for Zero. Also because the barracks are kind of built in a somewhat hard to scout location, even with the mutas flying around. It's possible that I might miss it for a while. So this is not going to be very good for Zero. Although, I mean, he is going for the muta route rather than like the Mass Hydra route, which is better, I suppose, against Marines, but... Oh, and also, it looks like Baby did in fact finish off that bunker by his main, so it must have been blocking something. Although, as you said, I'm not exactly sure what it was blocking. Maybe it just makes the SCVs spawn really far away or something?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. But talking about the biomech build, like, it's really, he's got an armory and he's upgrading his mech, which kind of goes against the whole philosophy of going biomech. Biomech, like, it's going to be so expensive to continue to upgrade that you kind of do, like, one timing push on 0, 0, 0, 0, because, like, trying to go that in a long game is just completely unsustainable because there's too many upgrades to keep your army useful.
Yep.
But the foreign Brood War player Advocate actually really loved going biomech, and he had like a really nice 2-base push, which won't look anything like this game because he would get a lot more tanks, and the openings obviously wouldn't be a proxy racks that basically won the game. But it kind of reminds me of him, and Advocate did have that one fateful, oh my god, there's so many things that hit these Mutalisks, and there's like almost nowhere to go. He's trying to do his best with this harass, and he's actually gotten into a place where he could get a couple of SCVs, but there's literally not a single place in the entire base where his mutas aren't getting just constantly pelted by Mutalisks. So anyway, to finish my sentence, Advocate actually took a game off Jade on going biomech, so it's a really cool build, and there's still casts of that and replays of that somewhere floating around the internet, so if you spend 5 minutes, I'm sure you could find them.
Yeah, I'm wondering what Zero's thinking right now, because, so he's scouted everything now, he's seen all the barracks, but, I mean, what can he possibly do to stop this force? It's like a control group of Goliaths, a bunch of tanks, a bunch of bio. Are those 2 Goliaths actually stuck? Looks like a couple of Goliaths getting stuck behind the barracks. But I mean, it
Now up
looks
to
like
5 racks, by the way.
yeah, basically, whenever Baby decides that he actually wants to win this game, he can just go and win the game. You know, he's had the game for like the last 10 minutes or 15 minutes or whatever. So, I mean, he's moving out now, and hopefully this will be the finishing blow. Zero is gonna go in. It looks like he's made quite a few muta. That might be 2 control groups actually. And he's got, yeah, it looks like it is two control groups. He's going in here. The 2 trapped Goliaths actually helping in the defense. A Vulture has randomly snuck into the base yet again. Has he been constantly, like, tricking Vultures through the back, like, this whole time? I don't know why there's still a Vulture here in the main base. But either way, oh, they're going to suicide some Lings. Doesn't really matter. The Muta's doing a good job in the main base, but I mean, he can kill Baby's entire main, and then he's just gonna die. And oh man, he's paying all his attention to the mutas, not looking at his main at all. That one Vulture even is just gonna finish off the entire mineral line there by itself. 4 kills already. Probably just gonna kill a couple more drones at least while the rest of the army rolls in. Oh man, 6 kills,
armor.
7 kill Vulture.
Baby got an armory and went for +1 armor. What? Like, if you're expecting, like, I guess that's so Zerglings deal so much less damage per second, but like that really wasn't necessary, and it's kind of funny actually.
It's interesting. You know, usually you do expect the +1 attack. I've occasionally seen +1 armor, and now that I think about it, against the Zerg who's going Mutaling rather than like Hydras, that might be better because not only is it good against the Zerglings, but because the mutas do the bounce damage, the armor's being applied 3 times per muta shot. So it's really drastically reducing the amount of bounce damage that you take from the mutas. And because of the damage type, since Goliaths are explosive against the muta's small size, the +1 attack actually doesn't do quite as much as you'd think. Even though it looks good, and there's the GG from Zero. But even though it looks good, it's like, oh, you do like what, +4 damage per 1 attack upgrade for Goliath anti-air. I think it actually only adds like +1 damage because of the damage types or something like that. Anyway, I'm sure someone in the chat will clarify if I'm completely wrong. But anyways, Baby taking game number 2, and that means Team 8 goes up 2-0 against Stars. Looks like they might actually take a victory here, a much-needed victory.
I don't know. They still have to get a win from somebody else. Maybe Jadon can do it. Maybe C can do it. I'm really hoping for a comeback for C. He really was like one of the best Terran players. Sad.
Alright, so let me get the next VOD.
Oh, I recognize both of these names.
Oh, I have to wait for an ad again. Ah.
The VOD is the VOD says Nanji versus Baxter, but I just happen to know that that's Light Alive versus Killer. I'm like pretty sure.
Indeed, you are correct.
Dude, Light Alive's pretty. There's a lot of good Terrans. I really like mine too. There's just like so many good Terrans out there.
All right, are you ready with the VOD?
Yeah, Light is deadly versus Zerg. Oh my God, he's got like I think he's been a